Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Supersymmetry. Last episode... it doesn't matter. Today, what we're doing is, well, I got all of our storage sorted. Like, actually sorted. Like, I'm not saying I fixed the problem with her. No, I got it sorted. So I guess I technically did fix the problem with the storage. So I guess it means both ways. But regardless, we're not here to speak English, we're here to do stuff. Most importantly, we're going to be making 2 machine casings today. In addition to 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 16. Actually, I don't even know if it's 16. We just need a few of these guys because we're going to be needing electromagnet circuits today. Electromagnet coils or whatever they're called. We're also going to need this guy turned into rods. I think in the near future, my goal is going to be to get some actual concrete automation. We already had semi-automatic concrete, but what if I could do the whole thing automatic? That would be incredible. Just insane. So we're making this thing. This guy is a 3 block long or wide. That's how you would say that. 3 block wide by like 5 block long. So we'll get started. Where the heck am I even gonna put this guy? There's not much space here. Well, I guess I could always hook him up to the the actual medium voltage line. What kind of voltage does this guy need? Does he need medium voltage, right? Do you need medium voltage, good sir? I think you do. And of course, this guy can produce methane from carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide, which is what we are trying to get this guy for. It's about yay long, and oh, we got a bit of a problem. There's a pipe there. It's not gonna fit in this space. Yeah, so if we just move it over 1 block, I'm sure we'll be fine. Wait, can't we use a medium voltage energy input for this guy? That would be kind of brilliant, wouldn't it? I think it doesn't actually... It doesn't even need anything, does it? It doesn't need any energy. Wait, no, it does. What the heck? Oh, but we can't even make those yet, so, that's not happening. Alright, we need to take the iron rods over to the electromagnetizer 5000... Oh, wait, there's already iron rods in there. What the heck, where'd those guys come from? Okay, then. And, we got steel wire? Oh, there we go. We're set. I don't know why this guy's empty. I didn't clean him out, but we won't question it. So the first goal of today is to produce some carbon dioxide over here. Using the electrolyzer on some aluminum. So we're getting carbon dioxide as an output. Cryolite is our catalyst and all that. We know this already. This is stuff we already know. But it's producing carbon dioxide. And we also have carbon monoxide from doing nickel at the blast furnace. Here's carbon monoxide. Both of which are valid inputs for this recipe. Okay, so I've rearranged the entire setup here. We're gonna set it up so that way we can just put some steam turbines on these. I don't think that's gonna work. What if we just set up a steam turbine here? Hook up a battery to them. Like this, so it's facing this way. Got battery here facing up, and then we output from there. Alright, so you can actually put the hatches where these invar casings are right now. But there's gonna be a bunch of fireboxes underneath this section, and at the top center, there is a muffler. Alright, so I'm actually starting work on the reaction furnace core right now, which is the main component of this guy. Requires 2 mega voltage circuits, and then we just need the copper nickel string and the spring and the copper. Now this guy just requires gigantic cables. Or no, not gigantic cables. What am I going on about? Basically, I need to make more copper nickel. So we'll macerate up some copper for that. We also need to make those giant copper cables. And that's red copper. That is not what we're looking for. That's more red copper. This is regular copper. This is what we're looking for. Now we need these to be 4 times. And I believe these guys can take 2 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Okay, right. So shove those into there. This guy's loaded with tin alloy right now. And I just now realized we got fine silver wire. Because this guy was set to the wrong thing. He's supposed to be set to 1. I did not need fine silver wire. But it's okay, because silver is inexpensive and really easy to make more of. So we'll... No! That is not what I'm looking for! Stop processing things that are wrong. See, this is the problem I have to deal with. I'll just shove random things that look like silver into the machine that's gonna turn silver into wires, and I'm gonna get useless wires like this nickel wire. What is this even good for? Nothing. There's no recipe that requires nickel wires, and I now have nickel wire. But don't worry, because I'm pretty sure we can just shove these into this guy, and he'll turn them back into powder. No problem. Oh, except, no, it just gives us an ingot back, right? Yep, ingot back. Oh, we should have just done that from the start. That makes... You know what? We're doing everything wrong today. Today's a just do everything wrong. But that's all the copper nickel we're gonna need. We only need 1 ingot of it for this. And now we're gonna be making some piping. Just gonna hook that in there. Once your copper nickel's done, turn it into rods. We're probably gonna have to make multiple of these. I'm gonna leave the ingot there, just in case. Now you could use this in the auto hammer. We have that over here, but yeah, no. And I hate this crafting table for like one-time recipes, but it works, so why not? Bending machine. And all of our wonderful plates are done. I see we got some steel foil in there. Hoping that's not our plates that I meant for the piping. Anyway, copper nickel spring is done. Those 4 times things are done. All we gotta do now is make some diodes. For this I'm gonna use glass panes, which don't look like glass panes, surprisingly, but... And then we're gonna take some, I believe we need fine copper wire, and just... galena dust. Technically, you should use annealed wire, but when have I ever annealed copper? I mean, I completely could do that. Don't get me wrong, but I've never done it in the past, so why should we change now? It's a good question. I've never even made a steel firebox before. Let's go ahead and get on this. Oh, we actually need more. We need approximately 4 more of them. Silver wire's done. We need to take phenolic circuit boards from there and then surround these guys with silver wire to get the actual circuit boards. Everything in there is going perfectly, and we just gotta do 2 of these, so I think we got everything. One last component is the reaction furnace itself, though we have basically everything to do that. We just gotta make... Oh, we just gotta make it. That's all we gotta do. Make it. Where's the wires? Put those in there. Oh, the circuits. That's 1 reaction furnace completed. Detect submittus. And boom! Oh, we don't need more sulfuric acid. We have loads of that. We got too much of it, in fact. So we're gonna need 1 item input hatch for the actual catalysts. Although we're gonna need an output hatch, 2 output hatches, and 1 input hatch. Input bus, and we're short on an output hatch, actually. Though I'll probably just rip one off of this other stupid boiler that I'm done using this thing. It's such a hunk of garbage, but for some reason, it sometimes comes in handy still. Like, whenever you got like a bunch of solids you want to burn. But it's so useless, just in general, don't make it. One last component that we need is going to be found over here. Because I took down one of the smokestacks, so we could replace it with this thing, which I don't think it's going to work. It says it can only take 1 energy hatch, and if that's true, I'm not able to make medium voltage energy hatches yet. It can take 2. Okay, so it is able to work. We just need to power it now. What better way to power it than to just steal some components from our old oil drill, which barely even works. You know, it doesn't even work half the time. I mean, look at this. It's generating power, but it's not generating enough power to sustain itself, so it's basically useless. Now, gold isn't exactly useful yet. I'm probably going to be making a bunch of pipes from it. Yeah, I've already made a bunch of pipes from it down below in the basement. Gold is a pretty good piping material. It's decent. It's not as good as aluminum, or steel, obviously, but if you get these huge pipes, then it could basically replace aluminum. So it's better than aluminum in that regard. But it's still more expensive because it's you don't get lots of it, though I don't actually need it yet. So yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna be making a battery buffer. We're gonna need some tin. wires. We got some tin wires in here. What size we're making? I don't even know yet. I think we're gonna go for a 4 times because these guys are decent. Actually, 8 times are decent. Which this guy can store a total of 8 batteries. So, I'll need 1 more for this. Actually, no. That's our 1 more. Beautifully compact. Excessively compact, in fact. This may be the most abhorrently compact section of the factory I've ever seen. Just to walk through it, you gotta stumble over cables and walk between 1 block gaps. I do believe we got some potent pipes somewhere in here. Small potent pipe, 64 liters per tick. I don't know how big of a pipe we want to go for. This guy can take 192. We got several of them. We don't have any gold pipes right now. I don't want to make them. Takes a lot of time. Let's just go ahead and do this. Alright, so we only have 4 of these, which is not enough for any substantial amount of steam to run through there. I want to use these guys connected to this, because they're only slightly worse than these aluminum pipes. 2 gold fluid pipes, and then 1 of these guys. This is the most jank piping I've ever seen, but it will work. Boom. And also, 1 more battery for that guy. Catalyst is the next goal. Tiny steel pipes is going to be 2 of these ingots. Just turn them into plates. This time, unlike last episode, we're going to be using a nickel catalyst, which is, pretty sure you just put it in a bolt extruder, through a basic one. Got nickel catalyst pellets. I don't know what we're going to need this for, because you only need 1, no, you need 4. You need 4, yeah. Gotta cram these guys in the assembler once again. That should do the trick. And then all I have to do is craft this. The nickel catalyst has been finished. This guy will go in the input hatch of this guy. We're gonna start by dealing with the carbon monoxide from this guy. Carbon monoxide's being loaded in, and I don't know what else I need to put in there with it. Hydrogen. That's what that's for. I'm gonna go snag an input hatch from this guy over here. That's not what I want. I want this guy. This guy's probably got fuel. Who cares? Okay? Does not matter. That fuel wasn't gonna do us no good just sitting there anyway. I believe I see some slight issues with how I have this currently set up. This is spaghetti. And I am not a chef. Or am I? Anyway, you all came here to see somebody make methane from carbon monoxide. So... is this thing working? Is this... what does this need? Idling. What does it need? Oh, it needs maintenance. That's what it needs. I didn't even notice that it needed maintenance. That's kind of dumb of me. Oh, I busted my something in there. Wire cutters. I busted the wire cutters on that. Is it running now? Is it doing stuff now? No. It's doing absolutely nothing. How useless. Oh, I just had it turned off. Now it's running. It's reacting things. It's doing things. It's actually working. This thing is exciting. Steam and methane are what comes out. Now, as a gas fuel, methane produces flue gas, which we can, of course, run through here. Which I'm currently running lava, since it's incredibly cheap. However, to do flue gas, that would be pretty nice, because we could just power this guy for, like, ages. The thing we really want to get from this guy is the steam, and what we can do with the steam is probably run it back into the turbine. Alright, so we're doing this again. This time I got the steam set up, so now the steam will go out the top, go back into the turbine, and the whole cycle restarts. Methane is produced. It's the only product now. So that's the furnace thing. Pretty nice. Next episode we'll do the polymerization tank. See you all then.